What is crack-a-lackin', people? What is happening, Kool-Aid Krew? Man, I have missed you guys, that's for sure. Wow, been a minute. Been a minute. But I am back and I'm ready to do this. You know what I'm saying, people? Know what I'm saying? Alright. So, somebody give me a 5 for 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and get going as long as I can get that in there so I know that my audio is working. It looks like it's working from my end, but always want to double check. So, yeah. I think most people kind of missed this sundiver here. Not really for sure, but we're going to find out. Because I think after I do this live stream, I bet there's going to be a few more people who kind of report on this. At least I hope that they do. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Toasted Webs, what's up? Okay, so before I do get started, though, I do want to give you a little update on what's going on. I know y'all knew that my wife was going through some cancer on her ear. The doctor was able to get it all off, and they reconstructed it at the same time. She's still healing up, and we just kind of took some time for our family, and you know, hey Shells, what's up? Andy, George, Stephanie, what's up? Lower class citizen, what's crack-a-lackin', guys? What's crack-a-lackin'? R. Hobbs, what's happening? Karina, what's happening? Diana, and I know that I'm going to probably say hi to a lot of people today, so I'm sorry if that offends anybody. But today's one of those, you know, it's first one back in a minute. Hey Anna, good to see you. I just feel I do feel blessed that, you know, my wife is okay, and we had a scare a few months back, and Jeremy, remember for 12 months, baby? Heck yeah, it's you know, who sent me that the other day? I think it was one of my moderators sent me one saying, hey, you know, I can't believe. I think it was Mist. I think it was Mr. Dragon. I think it telling me I can't believe we've had our memberships going for over a month. It's crazy to me. Well, not over a month, over a year. But yeah, hey Planet Hermit, what's happening? I've been doing good. Been doing better now. We're getting things going. Hey Juby Job. Alyssa, what's happening? But I will be back, and I'm going to be here. My goal is to do it every day. I mean, it always is. And actually, I think I'm going to try tomorrow to do a morning, like just an update video, especially because we got this storm going on. You know, I usually go live a couple times during storms when that's happening anyway. But I feel a little bit more refreshed now. I'm not so burnt out on just the monotony of doing the same thing over and over and over. You know, as a YouTuber or whatever you want to call me, I don't know. But, well, thank you, Herman. There you go. 10 gifted memberships right out the gate. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, guys, if you were to look at my numbers, I'm not. Just so you know. I kind of glazed over them this afternoon. And it, you know, when you don't do videos for a few, your numbers do not look good when you first come back. So that's just what it is, and that's, you know. So please don't feel like you have to do what Planet Hermit just did. And you know, Planet Hermit's awesome. I mean, yeah. And anybody who has a membership at all, I'm humbled every time you guys do that. Now I don't want to like just hone in on that or anything, but what I'm saying all that so you guys understand that I'm getting back into my groove now. I'm not going to be doing any of that. You know, and we will be doing some members only streams. I was trying to get them done, and I just couldn't get them done with everything that was going on, and I needed that time. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you for allowing me to have that time. And I have to say, I haven't posted in almost 4 weeks, and I only lost like 150 subscribers. That's unheard of. Okay. And I just want to say thank you to all you guys for that. And I'm not just saying that. That is the truth. 11 months, baby. There you go. Hey, you guys got my email, okay? You guys email me. If you guys are worried about me, my email's there. Blue Kool-Aid, or what is it? BlueCool52 at Gmail. email me. I'll email you back. I say, hey man, I'm okay. You know, if I'm not here, and you know, sometimes I need you guys to do that because sometimes I forget anyway. I should post it. You know what I mean? In a community post somewhere. I'm really bad about that, and I will get better at it. But I'm just glad to be back. I just want to say thank you guys for giving me the, you know, being so cool. I got the best people. I'm telling you, I really do. And I don't just say that because I mean, do you guys ever see drama in our chat? Never. Look around on any other channel. I mean, I'm not saying we've never had drama here, but we don't allow it here. We see it, it's done. You know what I mean? And I have to say, I learned that from Adam and Dex, and well, Ilea's in here. I mean, and Jammer, anybody that, the way we got it set up over there, moderating for Adam and Dex over on Marfugal, I suggest everybody do it like that. Always have the rule. Nobody's allowed to talk about any other creator, even if you think I hate them. You can't say nothing bad about those people. That's how you keep the drama out of the chat. And, you know, and there is no, you know, there's a, hey man, don't say that again and we'll get you out of there. You know what I mean? We'll just delete the comment. There's your warning. And if it's somebody that's just being in here being a jerk and we don't know the account, that kind of thing, obviously we take steps. And my moderators are awesome. They always have been. But anybody that has a channel, I highly suggest you guys do that. It really does. It really does help if you just set that from the beginning. If you do that from the beginning, you won't have that issue. You just won't. And stick to it. Don't let them come in here talking about anything that's drama, especially if it don't have nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? If you don't ever start that way, guess what? Nobody will ever expect it to even be in there. So, with that out of the way, I just want to say thank you for, you know, my wife and my family says the same thing, okay? Thank you for all the prayers, and they were so needed. They really are. You know, in times like that, you do start to realize, you know, there's one thing we can't do. We can't buy time. And, yeah, so you just take it and you just spend it with each other, and you can't get any more of it than what you're allotted, right? Hey, Trish, good to see you. Scrappy Dappy, what's happening? Okay. Catch my breath here. Hey, Diana. Hey, Lisa. You know, and that's the thing, guy. I wish there was a way, and maybe in the future there will be, where I could really, you know, put a hug on some of you and just see you in person somehow. And you know, if the channel gets big enough, I will do some sort of meet and greet type of thing, and I'll travel or do what we need to do. But that's gonna, you know, that's way in the future. But that's always a goal, I think, for almost anybody that does this. But okay, so I am going to go ahead and get going here. I'm going to try to quit using my see what I did there? That is a bridge word. When somebody does that when they're speaking, they're trying to think about what they need to say next. And everybody has their word that they do that with. And if you're doing any kind of public speaking, you do your best to try not to do that, because it does get annoying. Hey Timothy, hey Surgery, what's up? Diana's in the house. Okay. Yeah, there ain't no alert. Nope. Here, so we'll just dive into this. But this thing is stronger than what they were forecasting. So let's just get into that. And I should have done this already. How many minutes we in already? See, and I'm not really too worried about in this video because it's my first video back. But we're, what, 9 minutes in, I haven't even talked about any space weather really. I try not to do that because people usually will skim over it and then bolt out. But YouTube gives you about 30 seconds to grab people. Then the algorithm just kicks you to the side. It's amazing how that is just like so true. Okay, anyway, guys, this is a sundiver. This is back on the 12th. And it is right, if you guys can see right here where my cursor is. Hey, Steven. See that right there? And it's not, that's not a small one either, guys. That's not a small comet at all. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a massive one either. It's definitely not like the one we seen, you know, what Comet Atlas that went around the whole, I showed it to you guys. It had the big old, very photogenic tail and all that, right? This is not that. But these comets, they do instigate CMEs. Now, these comets are not going to cause a CME, okay? And just for instance, let me take you over here to Helio Viewer real quick. There's Earth, right? That's Earth scale. This is the sun. These are our current sunspots. So, you know, you can fit Earth inside that sunspot very easily right there. This one over here is pretty massive, okay? And you also got the parallax effect going on over here. Anything on the side of a sphere from a distance is going to appear to be smaller when it's on the side. So as it rotates towards the middle, that's going to appear to grow, or it can even grow on its own. And it can shrink too. You know, we just don't know. We just got to wait. But this sunspot here is special. Let me tell you why. It hasn't been since the last sun cycle that we had a sunspot on the equator of the sun. This is directly on the equator of the sun. Now you guys know, and I've said this a lot, that, you know, what is a sun cycle? How does it reset and all that? Well, it's because you got north and south pole. It's a pole reversal. And that's why the sunspots migrate towards the middle. From the top, from the north and south towards the middle. So when we do get them right here on the equator, you got to know that that's not something that's normal, right? And again, we see it, and we do expect to see it, you know, a couple times, but we don't want to see that a whole bunch, because then we're going to be left out here wondering what the heck is going on the sun, because that means something's changed. And but as of right now, yeah, that's the first one. I can't remember the last time we had one right on the equator. It's been years. Okay. Hey, Jay Bernard, what's happening? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, but yeah, so you got the Earth scale here, and you can see how you can fit all these. I mean, it always amazes me. I'm so glad I started using Helio Viewer for you guys here, so we have this 2-scale Earth versus the sun. And I can, here, let's just do that. That might give you a better look at it too. Give you a little bit different perspective there. So, you know, and again, guys, we just got to realize how big our sun is. And it's 93 million miles away. So, that's always amazed me too. You guys can go outside. See these sunspots right here? If you guys got a clear day tomorrow, get your eclipse glasses out that you had from last year and go outside and look up at the sun. You're going to see these sunspots with no telescope, no binoculars. You will be able to see those dark spots on the sun from your backyard. Just do it safely if you're going to do it, okay? You don't need nobody, you know, damaging their eyes and that kind of a thing. But just do it safe. Use, you know, welder's glass, whatever you got. It works, right? But we can see these sunspots, and they're, you know, 93 million miles away. Hey, Kim Possible. Hey, Illy. What's up, guys? What's up? Okay. So, once more as I get going here. Hey, guys. My wife is cancer-free. I'm going to say it a couple times throughout this so anybody that kind of pops in knows it. All right? So I want to make sure everybody knows, because I know I got a lot of prayers and a lot of good stuff coming from you guys. I just want you guys to understand. I really appreciate it. Hilly, thank you for getting her on the prayer list and stuff. I mean, that's awesome stuff, man. So thank you. Okay, so what do we got? We got this sundiver right here. It comes in. And I'm going to give you a timeline here. If you look at this, when this dove in right there, look at the timestamp. Hey, thank you, Jeremy. 5 gifted memberships. Love that. Thank you. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Let's highlight that for you so you can see that. But yeah, so we get the sundiver about the end of the day on the 12th. Thank you, Jeremy. I really do appreciate that, bud. Anybody get those? Tell them thanks, okay? Please. I really, and you guys are really good about saying thanks, by the way. So this comes in right about the end of the day. Now, if you look at the time frame, that's on the 12th, right? So let me just pause that because it eats up my bit rate and all that stuff. Okay, so this is the sun. This is SDO. and this is the 13th. You see, you're gonna see two big filaments peel off right in the middle. Okay, right here, and there was one right here just prior to it. I think I can zoom in just a little bit more for you guys here. We'll just do it that way. You'll be able to see it. Now, what's interesting with these two filaments, first off, they were very substantial in size. Okay, you've seen, obviously you've seen that one. This one here started peeling off just prior to the change of the day. And that lines right up with this. Okay? This is why I say this. And it's on this side of the sun, right there where that went in. Now again, I am not saying that this thing caused those two things to erupt. I'm saying it had a part in it. Okay? You're not just going to get one thing causing the sun to have an ejection, okay? But anyway, these are magnetic filaments that lay over here in the corona of the sun, right? And they don't necessarily like explode off. They kind of lift off. And what's interesting about this is showing you, you'll hear somebody, even myself, will call stuff like, hey, check out this canyon of fire on the sun. Watch right here. See how that kind of opened up right there? It looks like a canyon of fire as it opens up, right? You know what that is? That's about half of the energy in that magnetic filament going back to the sun. That's why that was so bright when it went back there. You see that right there? If it was not that bright and that filament still lifted off, that would have meant most likely a more dense ejection coming at us. So that's a good thing when you see that happen. So about half of that energy stayed with the sun. So, and that's a good thing, right? I hate using the word good and bad when we're talking about this, because the only time it's bad is if it's actually going to knock somebody's power out or something like that. And if it's ever going to do that, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to tell you guys, okay? And really, it gives us good things, because now we're going to see Aurora. And so let me show you the Aurora forecast. Check this out. Hey, Leah, I know you like to see this. You probably already looked at it once or twice or 100 times. I don't know. But this is NOAA's forecast. Actually, Christine Miss Dragon sent me talking about this last night. And they're forecasting Aurora for the next few days, guys. So just understand that. Oh, wow. Almost no rain in Louisiana. That's kind of crazy. Didn't you guys get... Nope. That was Arkansas. Those tornadoes down that way. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate you, man. I mean, I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate that. I'm not kidding you. Prayers, good thoughts, whatever you thought. I mean, it in my opinion, as long as it ain't a negative thing, I want it. So, yes, I sure will. Yeah, I'll send it to you. But I'm glad you said that. She asked me to send her the link to this right here. Check this out. If you go to any, and this is for everybody, any NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center page, okay? It could be that one. It could be this one that I show you guys all the time. Let's go back to the Aurora one. Just go down to the bottom. And if you look at the bottom here, you go over here to dashboards. See where it says Aurora? That's the Aurora dashboard. So anything that has to do with Aurora that NOAA has will be under that tab. Anybody can get that. This is all public stuff. Our tax dollars paid for this. As a matter of fact, that's another conversation we're going to have. Because they're talking about cutting NOAA's budget to like almost nothing. And if that happens, that's not going to be good. And I'm not just talking about space weather. Guys, you got to understand, NOAA, that's our official weather forecaster here. Everywhere. So if they go doing that, cutting budget and stuff there, I don't know what's going to happen. But, just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, I definitely will. I'll send you that link. As a matter of fact, I'll just do it like this. Just do it like that real quick. Everybody can get it. Put it in the chat for you. And I'll send it to you again too, okay? But, yep, there it is in the chat. So that's the chat to that, the Aurora page that we're on right here, guys, okay? And guys, you can click on these and bring them up like that. You can run the model itself, and it'll give you a 24-hour prediction model here. That's the North Pole. This is the South Pole. And they are talking about seeing Aurora down towards where you're at, Aaliyah. I mean, Northern California, down in Washington and Oregon, they're definitely supposed to be getting some. So, hey, miss, good to see you. Good to see ya. For sure, baby. Heck yeah. Alright, now, again, Sundiver comes in, and I know I'm kind of all over the place tonight, and I knew that it would be this way. I promise you guys, tomorrow, it'll be more honed in. I'm just getting back on the horse, knocking the rust off, okay? And I want to make sure I said thanks to you guys for all the stuff that, you know, just hanging with me. And when you don't post for 4 weeks, and only, you know, your numbers only go down to 150 subscribers, you guys are awesome. That's all I can say. It's really, it's amazing to me. I'm blessed. I just am blessed to have good people. So thank you. These filaments erupted. These two right here, the dark ones. And guys, if you don't know what the filaments are, they're magnetic, right? And it's just particles, and it's what it is it's highly charged particles traveling across the magnetic connection line. And it's just like a filament in an old incandescent light bulb. Those of us that are over the age of 30, I guess, knows what an incandescent light bulb is. That's all we used to have. So, you know, a light bulb back then worked as this. Electricity goes through a wire called a filament inside of those bulbs. And they twirl it. They curl it up. What it does is it causes resistance or friction, and it creates heat inside that wire, inside the light bulb. And that heat is what makes the light. When that filament snaps, light bulb goes out. Blown light bulb. Very similar, but at a much bigger scale, is what's going on here. So that filament itself is disconnected from the sun. Disconnected from the electricity source, basically. And I know the sun is not electric, it's magnetic, right? All the stuff is magnetic and stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I pointed that out so you guys have a better understanding. But there were two of them here. And nobody's ever going to convince me that this sundiver didn't have anything to do with it. The timing is just two right there in that same spot, right on the bottom south end of the sun right there. It lines up perfect. Okay? I mean, in my opinion, there's no doubt that had something to do with instigating those two things to erupt off. It ain't the only thing, but it definitely it played a part. Now, this is our magnetosphere. Let me shut this off here. Oops. Okay, so our magnetosphere is created by what? Solar wind hits Earth's magnetic field. And this is Earth's protection, right? So the sun's off to the left, and obviously you guys can see this. This is not a normal, just mundane, just kind of everyday look at this magnetosphere tool. This is pressure. This is magnetic pressure on our planet. Whenever you see it, see how it's got that blue around it? And when we start getting hit real hard here, everything just kind of compresses in. And the magnetic fields in our magnetic field start to get compressed. And then when they break and snap, that's when stuff gets through. And it's going to come in on the poles anyway, because it gets into that magnetic circuit. Now, with me saying that, let me take you to here. Now, currently, you see these boxes right here? See how they're all green? It wasn't 10 minutes before I went live that this box here was orange. We were at a G2. And if you're wondering why we're not at the G2 anymore, it's this BZ right here. The BZ went from, it's what, negative 20? And we look for the threshold of negative 6 or bigger, or more negative. And it's just, it's the magnetic field's magnetic orientation, which way they're oriented. So if they're in a negative position, it draws it in easier. It just sucks all the stuff in, right? But when it's in a positive, it does the opposite. Look what's happening right now. It's went from the negative all the way up in here to the, just the high positive areas. So right now, Earth's magnetic field's doing its job. Now I will say this, come down here, and we are having, this is a higher speed event, by the way. The speed is usually between 300 to 500 kilometers per second. Okay, and right now we're running close to 700 here at the top here. Density is supposed to be 4, but I don't really hold a lot of stock into that. I've seen it get to 100 and not even give us a geomagnetic storm. So there's more than one thing that causes geomagnetic storms. It takes a couple different things, a couple different ingredients to happen at the same time to really give us a good smack. Okay, but you can see the density here, how it went high. So when you couple that, like I said, the more ingredients you throw in here, the more chances you have of getting into storm level. And guess what? Aurora, okay, that's one of the best things I can say. Aurora is awesome during these storms, guys. If anybody's in an area where they have a chance of, hey, what's up, AK? What's going on? If anybody, has a chance of getting out there, I know people close to my age, we don't have a problem going outside and looking up, right? But you get, people 20, 30 years younger than me, you're going to have to go tell your kids to get off the couch and go outside and look. I know I had to. That's the other thing too, guys. My daughter had her last Deviless performance, and she was awesome. She's a senior this year. Obviously, it was pretty emotional. But they put on a big dance thing. Man, it was awesome. They were doing these moves up there. I just cut. Man, I can't even imagine moving my body like that. But I tell you, they did good. That's, that was last week. So let me just say this. I've been trying I really didn't have to try, just to be honest with you. I was spending time with my family. And, through the past week and the past month, when stuff like this happens to you, you start to realize you can't buy time. You can't purchase more of it. So when it's gone, it's just not there anymore. You can't get it back. And I look back in my life the past 3 or 4 years, and there was a couple years there that I could just flush right down the toilet. And it really sucks that happened to me. And yeah, it just really does. It sucks. I was busy doing other things, right? And yeah, and I feel bad. I feel bad as a father. I feel bad as a husband. And I wish it hadn't went that way. I wish I could say that it was, that I'd spent the time I needed to. But, things happen, and I thought I was doing the right thing, and just didn't end up that way. And I feel like I got gypped out of some of the time with my daughter. It's she's my youngest, and I don't know. And I'm not going to let I'm not looking back at that. I'm not dwelling on that. But I can tell you, moving forward, I will not let anybody or anything stop me, including myself, from spending time with her and my wife and my 2 boys. I don't care what it is. Nothing's going to stop me. If I think I need to be, spending time with them, that's where I'm going to be. And unfortunately, there for a couple years, just didn't work out that way. And yeah. So let me so thank you guys for just having the patience and just sticking with me, guys. Seriously. I can't tell you how... I don't want to say I was scared that about half of you would bolt. Because I knew you wouldn't. But I just... Don't wait, you know... The 150 people that aren't... That kind of like unsubscribe or whatever. It just... I don't even think those people watched anyway, is what I'm trying to say. Hey, okay, forevermore. Thank you for that. That's so cool. Thank you. I mean that. I mean, I really do. I mean that. When I say thank you, guys, I wish I could say it in a way that had enough punch and enough meaning to really show you how I feel when you guys do and say stuff like that to me. That's why I'm back here. Okay? Hey, Major, what's up? I'm just about spending time. Let me read yours too. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. But thank you, AK, for real. Thank you so much. And you know, guys, I say all that. I don't want nobody in this world to feel sorry for me. I made the decisions I made, right? And I was doing things what I was doing. And it wasn't like I was like wasting my time. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that moving forward, and I would say this to any father, any mother, or just any family altogether. Just don't look to the outside for happiness. You're not going to find it there. You want to know why? You already got it. It's there already. It's already inside of you. You just got to pull it out and use it. And I'm telling you, it just and you find out how, you know, you really do find out who your friends are, and you really do find out who your really good friends are. Because I can tell you right now, I'm looking at a bunch of these people in the chat, and at least, I mean, I got emails and people checking on me all the time. And my managing mods, we talk a lot, and I can tell you that those they don't know it, but they pulled me out of some darkness that I hadn't been in for a very long time. I was in a bad spot about week 2 when I took a break, and just we actually went and took a little a vacation with my family, my 5, me and my wife and my daughter and my 2 boys, and we went to Massanutten, Virginia. It's about 2 hours from DC, and I will post. I got to see the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and I recorded it. I'll post it if anybody hasn't seen that. But I tell you what, and this is just to get a little bit of a chuckle. If anybody hadn't been to DC in a while, if you go there, you might want to take a ladder. Because they got, I'm telling you right now, guys, they have food trucks that line the whole, I mean, all of the streets are just lined with food trucks. It shocked me. Now, we were there during the Cherry Blossom Festival, too, so that had a little bit of something to do with that. But it just, you know, where you at, Majors, here? Well said, Major. Well said, brother. And that's the other thing, too. It's also not lost on me that other people are going through stuff, too. Right? Oh, man. Hold on a second, guys. Man. Woo. Okay. I dropped something. I had to pick it up. Sorry. But, you know, and that's the other thing, too. You know, sometimes we get so stuck in our own issues that we can't see that our friends are struggling, too. And if I ever do that to any of my friends, I hope they tell me. I really do. Like, dude, get out your own problem and look at, you know, we're over here trying to help whoever, and you're over here just doing this, you know? It's like, whoa. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even talking about space weather right now. Okay, let me hone it back in here, guys. All right. Now, so, Let me run it down. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of just a rundown here. And, yeah. Sundiver, right here. Okay, that was on the 12th. Right after that, come towards the sun, we had these two filaments erupt. Right there, and there was one erupted right before that right here. Those two are... I'm going to show you the eruptions, okay? Check these out. That's the first one. There's the second one. First one, look at this halo one right here. Boom. Okay, this is an occulter disc. It's a physical disc on the camera. Thank you, Jeremy. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I mean, and like I said, guys, you guys are the reason I keep coming back to it. I really am. You guys really are. That's why I keep coming back. If you guys didn't, you know, say things like that, you know, I don't know that I would come back like I have. I really don't. So thank you for that, and thank you for the donation there, brother, the super chat. I appreciate you. Okay. So, Sundiver on the 12th, at the end of the day on the 12th. Hey, Dennis, what's up? I'm sorry, man. I know. It is nice to chat back and forth, and I knew my first video back would be this way. So I'm not sweating it. I still want to get you guys this out to you guys because it is important. This is a G2 storm, and they're forecasting it now to be a G3. They upped it. Hey, Trinity, what's up? Okay, Jimmy Joe's in the house. Stephanie, Steven, you guys are awesome. Okay, once more, Sundiver comes in, and then we get this first filament. I'll show it to you right about there. Then the second filament erupts right after that. This is the one that's hitting us. Now, the first one I think is hitting us too. Hey, J Poss, I really do, because they had to have a reason to up it, right? That's why they were just forecasting the G2. Now they're forecasting G3. So they've probably seen something in the data, and most likely it could have been that first and second one kind of combined. Who knows? I don't know. It's hard to, you know, when you got all this stuff happening, it's hard to really pick out where it's all coming from exactly. And, you know, that's why Solar Max, during Solar Max, they miss a lot of what we call Cannibal CMEs. Yeah, because there'll be a faster moving CME behind a slower moving one, and sometimes they'll fire off so close to one another it appears to be one when we're looking at this image. Okay, and then once it gets here, we notice we get two shock fronts, and even three, because sometimes you'll get, you know, the compression in between them, and that itself acts like a CME. So things do get kind of crazy. Hey, Angel, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, so now this. Oh, see, look, guys, look. See? I'm telling you, this is going to be pretty volatile tonight. So I really, if I was you guys, I'm serious. I would, here, let me do this. I know sometimes people have aren't as tech savvy as some of us are. So what I'm going to do is put this in here. So there is the link to this space weather data page. Okay, it's the dashboard that I show you guys all the time. Click on that link and add it to your shortcuts or whatever, and that way you guys can look at it when I'm not here. I highly suggest all you guys do that. Hey, Angel, 11 months, baby. That's right. That is right. Love it. Thank you for being here for so long and just being such a great person. Seriously. Thank you for all. I mean, yeah, you know what you've done. You've donated a lot and everything else. I mean, you really have gifted a lot of memberships and stuff. So thank you. And just thank you for being here. That's really what I'm saying. Just thanks for being here. Yeah, wish I could. I just wish there were more words for that. You know, guys, You ever been just so thankful for people or anything in your life that just doesn't seem like there's a word strong enough to like really explain how much it means? Yeah, and that's kind of where I get stuck a lot. But they are right here, G3. But just a few minutes ago, guys, I just showed you this one right here, latest observed. We're back into a G1. So let's do this. Okay, well, let's see what's changed over here. And nothing's changed there yet. Now, we can look at the Geo-electric circuit too. This is what they use. This is what they're using to try to help forecast earthquakes. We know that space weather has an effect on earthquakes. This map here does not always look like this. Usually it's that darker blue all the way through it. So when you see it doing this, I'm just going to let it run here for a minute. You know we're getting hit with something. But yeah, so you can see that, right? And right there on the end, did you see that? Watch. I'll pause that and let me take it to the end. See how it kind of looked like it just kind of, I don't know, kind of calmed down a little bit here. Now watch here on the end. Look at that last image. See? So we are getting hit again. That's all pointing to, hey, we got more space weather hitting. Okay? Oh, please don't feel like you gotta say stuff like that, Angel. It's no big deal. Seriously. I didn't say any of that for that reason, girl. I promise you. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I recognize how much you've done, okay? You don't ever have to explain any of that stuff to me, okay? Now, that does suck for you, not for me, that the unemployment thing is just, yeah. So, yeah. So, I just want to make sure you know that, Angel. So, please nobody should ever feel obligated to do anything like that. So, yeah. So, please, if I said something to make you feel that way, I apologize. I don't want you to feel like that. But I get it. If you want to talk about the unemployment thing, I'm all about that. Go ahead. You know, I know we know each other enough, and that does suck. So I'm telling you, it sucks. I've been through it myself, and yeah. So prayers for you, for real. But that's, you know, that is what it is, and that's, you know, I hope that they can get that sorted out for you. I really do. That's a sucky thing when you're trying to get through life. And then that just all of a sudden, boof. Okay, so this is a geoelectric field. They're using this to help forecast earthquakes. They know that when we get hit with space weather, it affects earthquakes. The strength of them, it can affect the frequency of them, all of that, right? Hey, Judith. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, and thank you for coming back here. Man, I missed you guys a bunch. Really did. And just know that I'm going to be back here every day. Trying to be here every day. I had a talk with Mist about that too, Mr. Dragon. I need to quit saying every day. And I know I say that. It's kind of like a default for me. I'm going to try to be here every day. What I can promise you is at least 5 days. Okay? You know, at least one video for 5 days during the week at some point. Okay? I want to try to fall into a routine like I was probably back in September last year, October, through the kind of winter months last year. I fell into a pretty good routine. And then, you know, obviously, I'm spending time with my family, right? And my daughter's senior year, and it was really hard for me to knock down a schedule here. So I don't want to, the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't want to put something out there and then not follow through with it. And I've done that a lot because of that reason. It's never because I didn't want to be here. It's just, I just couldn't get it done. It's just what it is, you know. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know. All right, go for it. Yeah, guys, get over and check. You can. Hey, Angel. Let's do this real quick. All right, you got a wrench now, Angel's Wings. You can put your link in the chat, okay, to your Patreon if you want to. I ain't got no problem with that at all, okay? Hey, Menacing, what's happening? So yeah, Angel, you can put your link in the chat now because I give you that ability if you want to, okay? You have no wrench. Oh, I'll fix that right now. What happened there? I will fix that right now. There you go. You should have it back. Okay. Type something in there, Menacing, so we know we got your blue color back there. Make sure you got your wrench back. Yep, there you go, Angel. There's her there you go, baby. That's right. Okay, so here we go. There you go. YouTube took you out. Okay. Oh, you got that number 2 on the end. That's probably why. It's actually on a different. Yeah, I got lots of mods. I do. I do. I do. I ain't trying to deny that. That's for sure. Okay. Anyway, we got hit, and the Geo-electric field is a little different than the geomagnetic, but when one thing is being affected, they both are. Okay? So we can kind of, point to both of them. If one's moving, the other one will be too. And that's just what it is. Thank you, Javon. I appreciate that. Yeah. There's lots happening, that's for sure. Everywhere, huh? Yeah, I try to, that's why I appreciate Adam and Dex over there so much. I couldn't imagine trying to report on everything they report on and doing a 9 to 5 like they do. It blows my mind. It really does. That's right, D. Taylor, for sure. I just can't even, what I do is very specific into space weather and stuff, right? Trying to report on a newscast is just like trying to do a full-blown newscast with those just 2 of them, and doing a full bibliography for every show, and just still taking the time to shout people like me, Ilea, and everybody else that on the friends list over there, shout them out, trying to help other people all at the same time. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind how they get all that done. And guess what? In the background, they still talk to us. It's not like, we show up for the chat and that's all we ever get to talk to Dex and Adam about. No. We can call them, we can text them, and it's not like they're like hiding behind a wall or anything like that. It's amazing to me. I don't see how they got enough time. That's why I try my best not to, It's just got to be, Adam's got what, 5 kids? 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and get going as long as I can get. There we go. Shut that off. I got to say it one time, don't I? What a rookie mistake. Okay, Dr. Tony Phillips over here, guys. He's actually talking about this. This thing impacted back here. I don't think they expected it to impact this early. But as you can tell, I just showed you guys this graph here. Okay? I want to say something here too. And it's not just been on one person's page or somebody else's channel. I seen it on 3 channels the other day. This is Dr. Tony Phillips' webpage, right? Spaceweather.com. This is how he makes his living. A good chunk of it, I would imagine. That's why I try to steer everybody here, right? I seen a few videos with, and you see this right here? It wasn't this particular paragraph, but they had done this. They had actually just did this, copy and pasted it, and didn't even shout the man out. That infuriates me. I can't tell you how much that makes me mad. And the reason I say that, it's just not... Why? Just why? Do you always have to be the smartest person in the room? That's what I want to say to those people. It's like, who... Jeez, man. You know, and I've always taught my kids too, you know, the second you think you know everything, that's the second you stop learning anything new. You will never learn nothing new after that, because you think you already know it all. And that's, you know, I just hate it when people do this. I really do. And you know what's even funnier? I've seen them do this. Like, they'll crop it, and they'll leave his, like, graphics in here. I've even seen, like, half of an ad on accident. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, come on. It's, you know, if you want to show a part of his article, do it. But give him credit for it. It's fair use. You can do that. But if you don't transform it and give the man credit, he can. It's not fair use at that point. That's copying and just repasting. It's lazy, and it's just inconsiderate and disrespectful to Dr. Tony Phillips and anybody else they do that to. You know? This is kind of crazy. I'll address that, AXPRT. I can address that for you. Is this an emotional drama really necessary? It's not an emotional drama. It's me just telling you how I feel about that. And this is my first video in like 4 weeks. My wife has just been, went through some cancer, had some surgery, tried to get it all out. And thank God that we were able to get it out. If that makes that just an emotional drama, I guess it's what it is. I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is my first video back. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. I will say this. This is what I'm doing for this video. And I'm trying to talk to my, you know, everybody here. It's kind of a more laid back thing. But I do think that it is unnecessary for people to take somebody else's content and just simply copy and paste. It's not right. You shouldn't do that. So when I see that, yes, it does stir up my emotions a little bit. If it's an emotional drama, I guess it's necessary. If that's what you want to say there, it's okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm not any of that at all. I don't. You can ask anybody here. I don't get mad at people. I usually don't even address comments like that. Nobody else seen it because one of my mods kicked it out of there. But just so you know. Hey, K-heads. What's up? Hey, Pedro. Hey, I missed you too, Pedro, for sure. For real, baby. Aunt B. Thank you, Aunt B. You're awesome. I just, and you know, and let me say this. I don't, you know, in defense of what they said there, I get, like, if you come to somebody's channel and that's all they ever do, that's one thing. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I went through a time where I was like a month straight, I was doing that, and somebody had to call me on it. And I appreciate that. Especially when it's in a respectful manner. There's ways to say that to somebody without being rude. You know what I mean? And I can take being rude too. Long as it's what you're saying is true. You can be rude to me all day long as what you tell me is true. Because if it is, then I need to change it, right? But just know that, you know, what I'm doing right now, I'm bouncing all around talking to everybody. I fought that squirreling thing for a long time. And I really have honed it down, and I'm getting a lot better at that. So my next live stream will be back to my normal stuff. So. Well, see, then you're fine, Menacing. That's what I mean. That's all you gotta do. Like, on a normal day, what do I usually say, guys? Hey, this is spaceweather.com, Dr. Tony Phillips webpage. Please come over here and check his stuff out. He does awesome work. I'm not going to read you the whole article, but I'll read you part of it. Please come over here and look at it. That's all I say. That's all you need to say. Because guess what? Now I'm getting him more traffic. That's the point. You know, he's getting rewarded for his work. I just, hey Mary, good to see you. Hilly, you, man, dude. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, guys. In any other lifetime, he would have been a stand-up comedian. Hilly would have been. I'm telling you, he still is. He could take his stuff on the road. You named it wages? No, you didn't. Did you really? That's awesome. You gotta send me a picture. I'll post it. Matter of fact, send me a picture of it and I'll make it one of our members-only emojis. How about that? That's awesome. I love that. Okay. So let me, alrighty, let's go here. So what I'm going to do, yep, see guys, look. You see how the VZ's dropping back down? That right there is why we're back into back in the storm level. Okay? So, let me give you guys a little bit of a rundown here, and then I'm going to go ahead and go for tonight. Let's see here. So, we had the sundiver come in right at the end of the day on the 12th. It was down here. Matter of fact, let's show it to you. Right about there. That's it. It wasn't huge or anything, but the time frames line up. So, when that got close to the sun, it probably didn't make it all the way to the sun. The solar wind probably ate it up. Alright? But it got close enough. It affected it magnetically. So the sun did this. So these two filament, this filament here, and this filament here. Woof. See that? There you go. That's what we were seeing. Did I X out of... Nope. Right here. Right here. These two eruptions right here, that first one, here's the big one right there. Boom. That's a full halo. So, yeah. Hey, Tim, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for becoming a member. It's awesome. Guys, you know, what this has done for me, I've been able to think about what we can do during our members-only streams. I got some pretty cool things I think you guys are going to like. I ain't going to give them away right now, but I got some pretty cool stuff coming. Promise. Get back here to the... Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There you go. I love that dog emoji. You know what, guys? Let me see if I think I might have some memberships to give away. Hold on. Let me look. Okay, I'm gonna give away 5 memberships here in just a second. Okay, now I can't give them to whoever I want. The algorithm will choose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my rundown here for you guys. A little sum up here from what's happening today, and then if you guys get talking in the chat, it'll give it to the most active person in the chat. So you're giving yourself a better chance at getting a free membership. Okay, so I got 10 left for the month, and I'm going to give away 5 tonight. Okay, so let's just do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do my rundown, and I'll come back and I'll give them away. Okay, guys? Hey, Paris, what's up? Sirens, uh-oh. Here we go. All right, there's those. Okay, let's just take it back here one more time. Sundiver comes in. Here it comes. Right there. Right about the time it didn't make it to the sun ate it up, okay? And then it was enough though, got close enough, it disrupted. And then there you go, boom. That's a halo eruption. When you see the energy come around this disk, it means it's either coming right at you or it's going right off the back. Okay? And we know it's coming right at us because we've seen where it erupted from. This is an actual disk on the satellite. Okay, so it blocks the main light of the sun, so it can even get a picture at all. So those are the eruptions that are hitting us. Here's the filaments themselves. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay. This is our magnetic field, our magnetosphere. This is solar wind hits our magnetic field. It creates the magnetosphere. This is our protection. Okay. The sun helps protect us from the sun, believe it or not. We have to have enough geomagnetic activity in our magnetosphere, in our magnetic field, to help block cosmic rays. And it can even strengthen our magnetic field as a whole, and it can actually block the sun's energy better during like massive CME events. Okay? So that's just what I'll say. Now, this is the same model, but this is the Australian version. A lot of people like this better. I do too, for one reason. It's very, very simple. Okay? So what you're looking at here, see that bow shock right here? First point of contact? That's what this is. Okay? This circle here is where is the satellite line. That's where a lot of our satellites live. And obviously that's the Earth. Okay? So whenever we see our bow shock here get compressed inside this, it puts our satellites at danger, because Earth's magnetic field is now not protecting those satellites. It's just getting blasted with whatever the sun's hitting it with. Okay? And that's why. So we'll run this model here. That was just the 16th. Remember, everything's off of UTC time. Okay? If you live on the East Coast, you got to add 4 hours. That's it. That's simple as that. Okay? So if it's 8 o'clock here, that means it's 12 midnight UTC. So right now it is 10 o'clock Eastern. So it is 2 o'clock UTC. Now, the science community, hey, Deepquake, good to see you. Been praying for you. Hey, IG, good to see you. Hey, guys, you guys need to get over and check out Ron, Emergency Management Associates, too. We had those quakes in California today. You guys really need to go check him out. He does quake reporting. You guys need to get over and check. He's a good guy, man. You really need to go check him out. Good to see you, IG. Thank you for stopping by. For real. Thank you. I missed you guys, man. I really did. I can't even say enough. Deepquake, hey, you know I'm still praying for you, brother. Okay? I know you're going through some hard times, but just know you got a lot of love coming your way, okay? I ain't just saying that. You really do. You got a lot of people here that care about you. Pray for you all the time. Okay. So, yeah. Now, NOAA is forecasting a G3 now. So whether that happens or not, we'll have to wait and see. This is their CME tracker. And you'll be able to see the CME here. See it right there? Boom. And right about there. So it's saying that this is what we're getting right now. Now, you know, there could be stuff behind it. Who knows? It's hard to see, you know? Sometimes you can't. Hey, Joy. What's up? Scan Fan. What's up? Yeah, Ron is cool. Hey, Mr. Missions. Thank you for dropping that, Daryl. Appreciate you. Hey, Judith. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's why that's happening. Our BZ's dropping back down a little bit negative, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. We are going to be keeping an eye on this sunspot here. Remember, this is right on the equator. I explained earlier how rare that is. Like, we get one of those on the equator of the sun like once every like 7 or 8 years, I think. Something like that. It's not like they don't ever happen, but they definitely don't happen very often. Hey, Deepquake, thank you, man. Wow. You didn't have to do that, man. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you, Deepquake. Look at there, guys. Tell him thanks. Wow, man. I'm trying to find it so I can highlight it. There it is. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. For real. We will be doing a members only this week, okay, guys? And again, I got some stuff. I'm going to share it to you guys. I'll share it with you guys when we get over there. But I do got some fun stuff for us to do. Thanks, Deep Quick. I appreciate you, man. Seriously. Okay, Tiffany Swift. Hey! Oh my God. Genius by Burst in the house. Well, thank you for being here, girl. Appreciate you. I've been asking. This is my first video in like 4 weeks, by the way, just so you know. My wife has been blessed with having cancer surgery that got all the cancer. So that's what I've been dealing with. That's why I hadn't been here. That and spending time with family. So that's just what it is. But thank you, Genius. That's awesome. Very generous. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I hope I can earn all that stuff from you guys. I really do. That's my goal every time. It is tax day. It is. Wow. I forgot about that. Good call. Good call. Who said that? Oh, Mr. Mission Control. There you go. Love it. Yep. Hey, Joe, what's up, bud? I ain't seen you in a minute either, buddy. How you doing, man? Man, it's good to hear from you, man. Hope you're well. I really do, brother. Hey, Renee. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and drop 5 memberships for you guys, okay? So, I'm getting ready to do it. You guys been in here talking, and Deep Quake and everybody else has been gifting them too, so... Deep Quake, what are you doing, man? You did it again. Now I'm going to have to wait a second. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Deep Quake. Seriously. That's awesome. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. You guys are just wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say. You guys make me speechless a lot. I know you guys know you do that to me, but it's crazy. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh man. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and drop these 5. Okay. So here we go. Right about here we go. We're gonna do it. Here we go. There they are. Hopefully they go now. Let's see. Did they go? Yep. There they are. There they are. And then later on this week I'll gift out 5 more. And 12 months, baby. That's right. That's right. That's right. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But yeah, guys. So again, guys, if anything changes as far as the space weather, I will be on here. Okay, you guys know that. I'm really trying to get back in my groove. Tomorrow's live stream will be more constructed. I promise. You don't want one? I got you covered, girl. You know that. We'll take care of it. We got it. We'll handle that. But anyway, let's I feel like everyone's a member now. Wow. That's crazy. I love it. Love it. Love it. Lower class, what's up? But yeah, let me do this real well. What I'll do, guys, is I'll pull it up next time, and I'll go down through there and we'll see what we got. And but I got some really cool stuff planned for the members only stream. I'm thinking about doing some. Well, I'm just gonna save it for that. So how about that? Hey, Skin Fan, what's up? Well, thank you for that. Really do appreciate that. All right, guys. Is Marf on yet? Nope, not yet. He's getting ready to be, though. I know you are. I know you are, Leah. I got you, girl. You my sister. You know that. You know that. Alright. Hey, just so you guys know, she was doing a prepper game show on her channel for, I can't remember how long you did it for, but I was a contestant and I won. I still got that. She sent me a beanie and it's pink and it's got, she let me pick, and it's got a flashlight right in the front of it. I'd never seen one like that until she showed that to me, and I still use that thing today. That's been what 3 or 4 years ago now. Kind of crazy. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and cut out, and we've been on here a long, which I don't care about really the time frame, but yeah, we're a little over an hour. I just want everybody to be able to get over and check out Adam and Dex when they go live. So, all right, guys, I'm not sure if I'll be in their chat tonight, but I do plan on, because I'm a moderator over there. I might stop in and say, hey, I'm not sure. I'm extremely tired today. I really haven't had a whole lot of sleep past few days, but after all that, and thank you guys, anybody who did any of that stuff tonight, thank you, and thank you for anybody that just showed back up. Okay, and I really mean that. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and cut it. So if we get anything changing, if we get anything bigger than G3, I promise you I'll come right back on here and let you guys know, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. I'll be out here letting you know. Okay. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on my next one. And Miss, you see what I did there? Miss Dragon, if you can hear me, if you hear this, I mean, watching on the replay, I'm taking your advice. I think it's good advice. So, I'll see you on the next one, guys. God bless. Yahusha saves, and as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.